This is the DJI Osmo Action 6, and in today's video I'm going to share with you 6 things that I like about this camera. Well, actually these are 7 things that I will be sharing, but 6 resonates well with the Action 6. So let us start. Hello everyone and welcome back to this new video on my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Photorabs, a portrait photographer based in France, and I like creating content about these action cams, vlogging kits, and anything related to this word, actually photography, content creation, and so on. If you are interested in these topics, I highly appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. That's a massive help. And if you've been here before, you know that I activated recently on my channel the member zone, where you can ask all your questions about the gears that I showcase, and I'll make dedicated videos whether to answer your questions or to help you out in your procedures of acquiring a new camera, of mastering some techniques and this kind of stuff. And that's a massive help also for my channel, so I can keep creating content on a daily basis, or well, I hope that I can keep with this flow on a daily basis, but that's lots of work, I admit that. So thanks a lot for all the members, and if you'd like to join this member zone, I'm really thankful for that. And now let's talk a little bit about the Action 6 from DJI, of course. By the way, this video is not sponsored by DJI nor by Telesin. It's not sponsored by anyone, but with the recent collaboration with Telesin, they sent me this cage that I'll try to use on this camera. I really love this orange thing here, this rubbery thing, and I'll try to just switch to that cage just for fun, and probably I'll be using this one for few things in the upcoming future. So this one will go here, you will slide it in, and boom, voila, you have better ergonomy. You have the shutter button here, 1/4 inch thread here. You can mount this one on this side, or you can mount it on the side here. As you can see, it looks really nice. You have a cold shoe mount on top. It started recording. Okay, you have a cold shoe on the top here. Yeah, it feels very solid in the hand. So check this out. So basically, I've been posting videos about the Action 6. I shared my first impressions. I shared some comparisons with the other DJI cameras as well as with Insta360 cameras. And you knew that I wasn't so happy about this camera, but there are lots of things that I like about this camera that I pointed out in those videos. But I think they deserve just a dedicated video, because if you are interested in this one, you might be interested also in knowing my positive thoughts about the Action 6. So I was just thinking about everything in this camera after about 2 weeks of intensive use, and I found 7 things that I really loved about the Action 6. So yeah, it has some positive features as well. Number 1 on my list is the internal storage. We have 50 GB of internal storage, which is not much, because of course I'll be using my SD card, and that will be a better solution for me. But there are moments where I forget to take the SD cards with me. It's in the computer and the laptop, and I just forget to take it with me, or it is full and I need to record few extra things. So having internal storage is a game changer. It was introduced on the DJI cameras back with the Action 5 Pro, this one here, and DJI continued with this with the Osmo 360, with the Nano. So that's something very good from DJI. Thank you for keeping this integrated in your new cameras, because this is a great feature. Number 2 on my list is the batteries of this DJI Osmo Action 6, because DJI maintained the same exact batteries as the ones that we have for the Action 5 Pro, for the Osmo 360, and even the batteries of the Action 4, we can use them here. They are not as powerful as these batteries, but you can use them. This is something very interesting. So if you have already some batteries, you don't need to go buy new batteries for your camera, and this is very clever in my opinion. And speaking of ecosystem, DJI introduced new mounts for the Action 6, where you can mount your camera in both directions and both sides without issues at all. But if you have some mounts from your old DJI cameras, like this one here, you can still mount it. You just have to force it a little bit in order to enter properly on the mount system here, but it works. So if you already have some of those, you can still use them. And this is also a great thing that I found on this camera if you are into the DJI ecosystem. And by the way, you can use these mounts whether for the Action 2, Action 3, Action 4, Action 5, Osmo 360, DJI Nano, and the Action 6. So they all have the same kind of layout for this quick release system, which is really nice. And then speaking of the ecosystem, once again, we have the Osmo Audio that was introduced with the DJI Action 4, where you have like, this is the DJI Mic 2, you have the DJI Mic Mini, the DJI Mic 3 that you can connect to your cameras. So if you have the DJI Action 4, 5, 6, Osmo 360 or the Nano, you can connect these microphones to your camera and have great audio wirelessly without receiver, without anything connected to the camera. And this is something very nice because on all the DJI products this year we have the exact same receiver built in the cameras, and that's something nice. I really like that, especially if you'd like to vlog or if you'd like to do things like that. Knowing that on the Action 4 you can connect only one microphone at once to the camera without the receiver, but on the Action 5 Pro, on the Osmo 360, on the Nano, and on this Action 6 you can connect two microphones wirelessly without having issues at all. So you can record in two microphones simultaneously with your camera. Number 5 on my list is the DLOG-M. Actually, I don't do much color grading on my YouTube channel, but for my professional work, it happens that I need to do some color grading. I don't use the basic LUT, by the way. The basic LUT for me is not good at all. And with this DLOG-M, you can get the basic LUT and tweak it a little bit to your likings. You can make your own grade, and this is really fun. Of course, this is extra steps. These cameras aren't meant to be used like in heavy kind of production because, well, these are like tiny cameras, point and shoot. You just record, you enjoy the moment. But if you would like to use the DLOG-M, you will have great time grading the footage of these cameras, especially of this Osmo Action 6. And by the way, I noticed that you can grade the footage of the Action 4, Action 5 Pro, the Nano, the Osmo 360, and the Action 6 the same way. They don't share the same basic LUT that you can find on DJI's website, but of course you can work around these LUTs to have the same exact look. So if you are into this DJI ecosystem, you would like to have similar kind of image between different cameras, this is possible with the DLOG-M that you can find in this one. And now let me tell you that I like this square sensor 1/1.1 inch. You know, I like it because you can put your camera this way and you can record whether horizontally or vertically, or you can put your camera this way and record whether horizontally or vertically. This is not something that I will use on a daily basis, but I tried it once and it's good. You know, if you are in tiny places, you cannot mount your camera horizontally, but you still need those horizontal videos, so you can put it vertically. So this can be helpful in some situations, but this is not for me a huge selling point of this camera, but this is a good feature and I have to mention it because I used it and I found it really helpful in some cases. It's not something, once again, that I'll be using on a daily basis. Keep that in mind. I'm not bashing DJI, it's cool to have it, but yeah, it's nice. And the last thing I would like to mention about this Action 6 in today's video is this macro lens. Of course, they released many other lenses, the wide field of view, this one, and of course they will release some others in the future, but I bought only this one and it is really nice. You can like do some close-up shots, some close-up photography. You can even vlog at a closer distance. This is really nice. Of course, I won't be vlogging at this distance away from the camera, But if you'd like to get some close-up shots to some items, if you'd like to get like some POV shots with your hand free or having some objects in your hand to showcase that, you can do that with this one. The only thing that is not good when you use this kind of lens on the camera is that we need the focus peaking in order to know where the camera is focusing exactly. But other than that, I really like this small box for this lens. It feels solid, rugged. I can throw it in my backpack, and this is something really nice. The ones from Insta360 are good, but I don't like that rubbery thing, because you cannot throw it in your backpack easily. The rubbers will go from the both sides, so I didn't like that personally, that design of the housing of the lenses. But this design here for me is really, really nice. So yeah, those were the things that I genuinely liked about the Osmo Action 6. Let me know which feature you prefer the most, and if you have some other features that you like about the Osmo Action 6, feel free to write that in the comment section box. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.